Hey guys, so a couple of days ago Shopify had their Shopify Editions event. This year is called Horizons. Today I want to talk about their new free theme, their new default theme that will be replacing Dawn, and it's called Horizon. And straight up, I want to clear up some confusion first of all. So they call it 10 new themes, right? But it's not really 10 new themes, it's just one theme. The theme is Horizon, and all of these different versions of it, Ritual, Fabric, Tinker, they're all the same theme. They're all just Horizon theme, but with different settings applied. And this actually hasn't changed from how they did Dawn as well, with the naming of Dawn. And if you go to the theme store, I actually made a video about this previously to clear up the confusion. Color block, craft, crave, spotlight, sense, taste, these were all just Dawn, and these were just exactly the same code as Dawn, but with different settings applied, which you can change yourself through the theme customizer, right? And they've gone with exactly the same sort of naming strategy with Horizon as well. Pitch, Tinker, Vessel, yeah, they're all just Horizon. The code is exactly the same except for the JSON files, the .json files, they store the settings. So if you're choosing between, if you're thinking, should I go with Horizon or should I go with Vessel or Pitch or any one of these themes, just treat it as sort of like a starter kit, right? Just a preset, but it's not like you can choose the wrong theme and now you can't go back. No, you can make any of them look like any of the other themes. So I hope that makes sense. I wish they named them how they named them here. See, here it's like Horizon Dwell, Horizon Pitch, Horizon Vessel. But then in the theme store, they just call them Vessel, right? Which is confusing. Anyway, so let's actually take a look at Horizon. Here I've loaded it up on my store as an unpublished theme, and immediately we can see that it's using theme blocks, right? Theme blocks is something that was announced in the previous Shopify editions, the winter 2025 Shopify editions. I think that was in January. And theme blocks allows you to nest basically several layers of blocks up to 8 levels deep, right? 8 levels of blocks. So previously on Dawn, for example, we only had 2 layers, right? We had sections, which is like a full width section, and then inside of sections we could have blocks. We could have one block, but you can't go deeper than that. You can't have a block inside a block, right? And you were limited in which blocks you could add as well. Like, it's whatever blocks that particular section had. So like this image with text section here, this only has the caption block, the button block, the text block, and a heading. That's the only 4 types of blocks you could add to this image with text section. Okay, so now with theme blocks, that's completely changed, and it's a big step forward. It's actually huge, up to 8 levels deep. So have a look at this FAQ that I've added to the page. This is just their default content. So we've got the heading, then we've got the accordion, which is now a block. Previously it would have been like a section type or something, but now we've got this accordion block, and inside of the accordion block we've got blocks for every row of the accordion. And then if I wanted to, I could add any kind of blocks that I want inside each of these rows. And check this out. Look at all the options we have. So these are what I'm, at least in my head, calling global blocks, right? Now our blocks are available anywhere. It's not just the blocks that are available for that particular section, right? Sorry. It's not just the blocks that were available for this section. It's any blocks. So for example, if I wanted to put the product description in here, I could. Right? And that was previously kind of a problem. In fact, I even had a section on my store that I was selling, which allows you to output your product description below like this. And now that's just not a problem at all. And then here, I could even go a level deeper. So what you can do here is add a group like this. So it's a folder, right? And inside of this group, you can add further blocks, right? Any types of blocks you want. You know what would be interesting? Can I output yet another accordion inside of this accordion? I can. You see that? You see how many layers it has? Here I'm outputting the description, a page, and another accordion. So you see how much more flexible this theme is compared to Dawn, which just has the two layers and only the kinds of blocks that you are allowed to add inside of this featured products section, for example. So yeah, that's a huge leap for the flexibility of your theme. It's very much like a page builder. Now, the other huge and exciting change is the AI block generator. So when you go to add a block, you can click generate, and then you write a prompt, and it will generate that block for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with one of their suggestions, a heading with an animated glowing effect. Let's try that. I've already been playing around with this a little bit, and I have some thoughts. Like, first of all, you see it's writing the code here, but I can't actually scroll this, and I can't actually see what it's written so far. We can see that later after we save. So it's finishing up and it's asking for follow-up instructions. So here's the glowing heading. That's a bit weird. That's not the type of glow I wanted. I wanted the letters to be glowing, right? And actually, right before recording this video, I did this, and it did generate glowing letters. You know, the outline of the letter is actually glowing. This is a totally different kind of glowing. So as you can see already, the AI is just like unpredictable, first of all. Secondly, you write follow-up instructions here. And so I'm like, no, I want the outline of the letters to be glowing, right? And it does generate fields and things. Like, don't get me wrong, this is like super impressive. And after you save, you can actually edit the code yourself if you want. So this is going to be really useful for web developers, right? Who are getting jobs to create a custom section maybe, or maybe they won't get those jobs anymore because now they're kind of being replaced, but kind of not, because this isn't good enough to replace developers. That's my point, really. So it asks you for a further prompt, and you can refine it. But the thing is that you can't actually see the code, and you can't modify the code until you click save. And after you click save, you can't make any further prompts. So you'll see now, I'll accept whatever it's done, I'll hit save, and it's not going to allow me to use the AI block generator anymore to modify this block that I've created. Okay, so let's say, okay, yeah, I'm happy with that so far. Nothing comes to mind yet that I want to change about this, but it will later, obviously. You know, designing your store is like an iterative process. You realize later, oh, I want to change this, right? You can't just give one prompt and explain everything that you want immediately. So I'm going to save that, and you see this prompt, this field will go away. That's it. I can't change anything about this now. If I want to add some kind of settings here, or if I'm not happy with the way that things work, I can click on these three dots and go to edit code, open that up in a new tab. And as you can see, it's added this new AI generated block under my blocks folder. This is also a new folder in Shopify themes. Previously, we only had the sections folder, now we have the blocks folder, and all the AI generated blocks are going to have this prefix AI underscore gen underscore, you know, and then the name of the block or the ID. And now I can edit this code, you know, if I have those skills, if I'm a developer, or perhaps a store owner who has learned enough to kind of be able to tweak this. But what if you're not? What if you don't know enough code to be able to make the change you want? Well, now you can't really do anything. Now you have to start from scratch probably, because you cannot use AI to modify this any further. My opinion on this is that it's a little bit raw, that it's a little bit like unfinished. Maybe it's good for very simple blocks, very simple designs, things that you can explain in one or two prompts. But then, yeah, it doesn't seem good enough yet to be used professionally without the help of a developer. So if people are going to be using this a lot, I expect that actually developers are going to be getting more work now to fix up various things that have been created by the AI block generation, right? That's my guess. Maybe AI will get better in the future, but still. It's like, imagine using AI to write an email, for example, right? But you just have to be okay with whatever the AI wrote. you imagine you can't edit it. Basically, if you don't know code, at least some basics, then you won't be able to edit whatever the AI generated, and you won't be able to know if there's not some major issues with that. All right, so obviously Horizon is pretty good. Like, if you're thinking of doing a redesign for your store, then you may really be thinking of switching to Horizon right now. So should you switch from Dawn to Horizon right now? My opinion is that, like, personally for my website, I will be switching to Horizon soon, but I might wait a month or so for at least the first update, you know, version 1.1 or something like that, just because the first version of any software is going to have some bugs, some glitches, and I like to wait for those to be ironed out a little bit. But if you're feeling experimental, yeah, or if you're building a new store, for example, if I was building a completely new store from scratch right now, I would probably go with Horizon rather than Dawn, because Horizon is just the future. That's the way to go. If I base my design around what can be done inside Horizon, then yeah, then I won't have the problem of redesigning my store from Dawn, from how I designed it with the various limitations in Dawn, and then porting that to Horizon. That makes sense. That's a hassle. I'd rather just build on Horizon straight away. So for new stores, I recommend building on Horizon. For stores already built on Dawn, I would say you don't have to rush. And finally, as for Dawn, the first question that I had was, is Dawn going away? Is Dawn being deprecated? Are they gonna sunset Dawn, or are they gonna support it? Is Dawn gonna get these theme blocks? I don't know. There's been no information about Dawn. My suspicion is that Dawn will not get theme blocks, that Dawn will continue to work as just sections and blocks the old way. It's a good theme anyway. Dawn is a great theme that you can definitely continue to use if you just want a very stable release, a very fast theme, and nothing fancy. Yeah. My suspicion is that they will continue to support Dawn, at least like with small updates, for at least another year or so. I don't think that they're just going to drop it suddenly. That would be kind of intense. So yeah, you're okay to still continue using Dawn, I think, and Dawn-based themes. Oh yeah, finally I thought I should mention that there's been some changes to the Shopify theme editor as well, making it much easier to work with it. So first of all, you can actually copy and paste sections finally. So if I like this FAQ and I want to copy it to a different template or something, I can go up here to the three dots and just copy that section. And I can not only paste it here, but I can go to a completely different template. I can go somewhere like to my home page, for example, and then I can actually paste that section. How do I do that? I actually right click. You can now right click in the theme editor and paste, right? And you can right click and access a lot of things. Basically, just use the right click now in the theme editor. We never had that before. And as you can see, I've pasted this section here, the one that I was messing with, and it's got all those same things, like my accordion inside my accordion. That's really cool. This video went on much longer than I thought. Last thing I want to say is that I have a newsletter that you might want to subscribe to if you want to receive frequent sort of news updates like this and tips and tricks about Shopify. I'm kind of traveling right now. I'm actually in Japan in an Airbnb, and it's a little bit difficult for me to make videos. So I've been writing a lot. It's a lot easier for me to blog and send out my newsletter whenever something happens in Shopify. So I highly recommend subscribing if you want to stay up to date. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. See you next time.